Why you sabotage relationships right before they get deep. You meet someone who actually sees you, not the version you've been performing, not the surface level bullshit, the real you. And just when it starts to feel safe, you blow it up. You pick a fight over nothing. You go cold. You find some flaw you suddenly can't unsee. And you tell yourself it just wasn't right. But here's what you won't admit. It was starting to feel too right. And that scared the hell out of you. Let's be honest about what's really happening here. The beginning? Easy. There's mystery, distance, that electric thrill of not knowing yet. You get to be whoever you want in those early weeks. Curated, controlled, safe behind the mask. But then something shifts. They start asking the deeper questions. They remember that random thing you mentioned 3 weeks ago. They want to be around you, not because they're bored, because they're actually interested. And that's when the panic sets in. It's not loud or dramatic. It's quiet, creeping. You start noticing things that bother you. The way they laugh feels off. Their texting style annoys you now. Something about their friends rubs you wrong. Suddenly every conversation feels suffocating. You need space. You stop reaching out first. And when they ask if something's wrong, you say you're just tired, but you're not tired. You're running. Because intimacy isn't just about being loved, it's about being known. And for some of us, that feels like standing naked in front of a firing squad. Here's the first thing you need to get straight. You're not broken. You're not incapable of love. You're protecting yourself with a strategy that once kept you alive. There's a name for this in psychology. It's called attachment-related self-sabotage. And it doesn't mean you're scared of connection. It means you're terrified of what happens after someone gets in. Let me break it down. Your brain has one job: keep you alive. It runs a threat detection system 24/7. And it's not just scanning for physical danger. It's hunting for emotional danger too. Visual, abstract brain with amygdala lighting up. Deep in your limbic system, in a little almond-shaped cluster called the amygdala, your brain is constantly asking one question: am I safe right now? And here's where it gets messy. If you grew up in a world where closeness was unpredictable, where love came with conditions, where being vulnerable got you criticized, rejected, or abandoned, your brain learned something brutal. Intimacy equals danger. So your nervous system built a defense system. Psychologists call it a deactivating strategy. Here's how it works. When someone gets too close, your brain registers it as a threat, not because they're dangerous, but because being fully seen is dangerous. Because if they really know you, if they see all the parts you've been hiding, the insecurity, the neediness, the mess you've worked years to contain, your brain screams. If they see that, they'll bounce. So you bounce first. But there's a deeper layer most people miss. In psychology, there's this concept called exposure anxiety. It's the terror that if someone sees the real you, unfiltered, unguarded, flawed, they'll confirm what you've suspected all along. That you're fundamentally unworthy of being chosen. So instead of risking that confirmation, you create distance before the test even happens. You manufacture reasons to leave. You invent problem. You convince yourself they weren't right anyway. Because rejection hurts less when you're the one holding the knife. This is what we call a self-fulfilling prophecy. You believe you'll be abandoned. So you abandon first. Which proves to your brain that relationships don't work. Which locks in the original belief. The loop tightens. And here's the gut punch. The people you pushed away, they were often the ones who actually could have stayed. So how do you break this cycle? Not with willpower. Not by choosing better people. You break it by retraining your nervous system to recognize what safety actually feels like. Here's the framework. Step 1. Name the pattern in real time. Next time you feel that urge to pull back from someone getting close, pause. Don't act on it yet. Ask yourself, is this person actually unsafe? Or does my brain just think closeness itself is the threat? This is metacognition, thinking about your thinking. It creates a gap between impulse and action. And in that gap, you've got a choice. Step 2. Identify your go-to-sabotage move. Everyone burns it down differently. Some people pick fights. Some go ice cold. Some cheat. Some set impossible standards nobody could meet. Write down your signature move. What do you do when things get too real? Because once you see the pattern clearly, it loses some of its grip. You start catching yourself. Oh, I'm doing the thing again. And awareness is the first crack in the armor. Step 3. Practice micro-vulnerability. You don't have to rip your chest open all at once. Intimacy gets built in small moments. Try this. Share one thing you normally wouldn't. Not something huge, something true. I get anxious when I don't hear from you. I'm scared I'm gonna screw this up. I don't usually let people get this close. And then, this is the hard part, stay present for their response. Don't deflect with a joke. Don't backpedal. Don't minimize it. Let them see you. This is how you rewire the brain. It teaches your nervous system. I was vulnerable. I didn't die. Do this enough time, and the fear starts losing its voice. Step 4. Separate old data from present reality. Your brain is working off outdated information. It's making predictions about this person, based on what happened with someone else years ago. This is called transference. You've got to actively remind yourself, this person isn't my parent. This person isn't my ex. This relationship isn't that relationship. Write it down if you need to. The brain believes what it rehearses. Step 5. Accept discomfort as the price of growth. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Healthy intimacy is gonna feel wrong at first. Not because it is wrong, because it's unfamiliar. Your nervous system is wired for the familiar. And if chaos, distance, and self-sabotage feel like home, then peace is gonna feel like danger. You have to teach your body that calm doesn't mean catastrophe, that being chosen doesn't mean being trapped, that love doesn't require you to vanish. Let me leave you with one image to carry. Think of intimacy like standing in front of a window. When someone gets close, they can see through the glass into your inner world. And for most of your life, you've kept those curtains shut tight because you believed what's inside isn't worth looking at. But here's what you're starting to realize. Those curtains aren't protecting you. They're isolating you. The work isn't to become perfect before you open them. The work is to slowly let the light in and trust that the right people won't flinch. Some will walk away, and that's okay, because the ones who stay, the ones who see all of you and choose to stay anyway, those are the ones worth keeping the window open for. You've spent so long believing that closeness means losing yourself, but maybe it's the opposite. Maybe real intimacy is the only place you get to stop pretending and finally come home to who you actually are. You don't have to fix this overnight. You just have to see the pattern, name it, and the next time you feel that pull to run, stay for 5 more minutes, then 5 more after that. That's how you break the cycle. Not with force, with presence. One breath at a time.